Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another recipe for you. This is my Indian vegetable stew. So I already have everything cut up, so I thought that would make it go faster. So we're gonna add a half of an onion. The other half I used to make some split pea soup. And then I'm also gonna add some garlic. And so I'm just using the already chopped garlic because I just didn't feel like messing with the fresh stuff today. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon or so of that into the pan. And we're gonna let that brown a little bit before we start adding other ingredients. So I'm doing this without any oil because I'm not gonna let this go for too terribly long to get brown, because all that goodness is gonna be absorbed when I add all the liquid and everything. So I did add just a little bit of water just now because everything was starting to stick in my pan because I don't have a non-stick Dutch oven here. So I only added like a tablespoon or so just to kind of keep things moving along. Right, so next we're gonna add some carrots and some potatoes that I have diced up. So I used 3 medium red potatoes and like 4 medium carrots, and I just peeled them and diced them up. So we're gonna add that. And I've also got a small head of cauliflower that I just cut up. And we're gonna add a can of fire roasted tomatoes. That'll get us lots of liquid. Whoop. You don't want the lid. And this is the brand that I used. Turn the heat down a little bit. Get that stuff started. Get everything coated in that tomatoey goodness. And I really recommend using the fire roasted tomatoes because it just adds so much more flavor. And then the last kind of liquid is some coconut milk. Now you can use like whole coconut milk like this, or you can use the light coconut milk. I've made it eat both ways, and they're both delicious in here. I just happen to have had the whole milk on hand. Just add that in and see, it gives that beautiful pink color. So that's where all our healthy fats are coming from for this dish, is from that coconut milk. So we just want to mix it around, make sure all that coconut cream at the top gets thoroughly incorporated. Okay, that looks good. So we're gonna add 1 can of chickpeas that I've rinsed and drained and rinsed. Just do that, add a little extra protein in there. So I'm gonna bring that back up to a simmer or a boil. I kind of make this a little bit different every time. So like last time I made this, I added some baby corn in there, which was really good. So you can pretty much add any vegetables that you like in this. The very last vegetable I'm going to add is a bag of frozen peas. I like the green color it gives. This would also be really good if you add like some fresh spinach to it to get some greens. And this is usually enough to last me for 5 days, because I usually make this and take it for lunch at work, and so I take it every day, and last time I made it, it lasted the entire work week. So all right, so y'all can see how it's just starting to bubble around the edges. It's got that beautiful orangey pink color from the tomatoes and the coconut milk. So this is when I add my spices. So the first spice that I add is, it's this Maharaja spice. I got it on Etsy. And the company now has like a separate website, so I'll link their information down below. But I wish you all could smell it, but this stuff, it smells amazing. So I usually add about a tablespoon or so of that. So since I'm, you know, kind of low on this, I'll probably be adding the rest of this. And just kind of get all that spicy goodness out. And just kind of mix that around. You want to make sure you get that spice incorporated completely and not just stuck on a few pieces of cauliflower. If you don't like cauliflower, you can totally omit that from this recipe. I just think it adds a little more oomph. So, and then the other spice I add is some ground ginger. I've also made it with fresh ginger. I just didn't feel like messing with cutting up fresh ginger. And so I add about a teaspoon or so. I just kind of eyeball it. Like I said in my last recipe video, I don't generally measure when I cook, which makes it kind of difficult for me to do some of these videos. I just go by taste, if that makes any sense. And then I don't usually add any salt during the cooking process, but I will add a little bit of black pepper. And that's just a taste. Some of my friends, you know, they don't really like spicy. Me, I love spicy food. Not that pepper's that spicy, but you know, y'all know what I'm saying. All right, so just kind of mix that all around, and then I just let it boil, or not really boil, simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes until everything is fork tender. So yeah, I'll let you know when it's done. So make sure that you take the lid off every so often and stir it. Half the time I don't even leave the lid on, so because you don't want any of your stuff to sink to the bottom and stick to the pan. So the stew is done. I just tested the potatoes and the carrots with a fork, and they pierce easily. So basically what I'm gonna do is just put this in a big container and take it for lunches this week, or have it for dinners, because I also have some split pea soup in my Instant Pot going. And what I'll do, I'll just serve this over rice when I eat it, and it's so good, so good. So that is my Indian vegetable stew recipe. If you make this, make sure you tag me on Instagram. And like I said, I will leave the information for the Maharaja spice in the description box down below. Don't forget to share this with a friend and subscribe at the end. Until next time, bye.